Alright, hey, what's up guys? It's Dell here, and we're here for another third-party Modelkit news and announcements video. Without a super long animated video beforehand, not everyone liked that, but let's just get right into it. For starters, we have this new brand called Anaheim Electronics. Not really fooling anybody there, are we? But they're doing an MGSD style model kit here, and it looks like it's going to be the EXS Gundam, or any of the Gundam Sentinel designs, really. So that'd be something cool to look out for. We got some bootlegs of the Master Grade Gundam 2.0 coming, both in regular and G3 colors. I know here in the US, these kids aren't hard to come by at all, but I know I have some overseas audience members that it's really hard for them to find Bandai kits, so this might be an option for them because the 2.0 Master Grade is a really good kit. We got some updated pictures of the new Mechanicore kit, the Nexus. I know it says 1/144 scale down there, but trust me, this thing is huge. It's a big mobile armor. There, we got the back of it. See just tons of detail on there in your usual Mechanicore style. One of the more simple stands they've done, for sure. There's a close-up. You can see all the little bits. Another shot there at the back. And then, boom, big splash art page. I'm probably not getting this just for the sheer fact that, you know, Mechanicore is Mechanicore, but I know they have their fans out there, and I'm sure they're going to love this. We are getting a 1/60th scale Barbatos Lupus Rex. It's supposed to be around 34 centimeters tall, and first batch release will include the cape, which is supposed to be like reference to his Calamity War time. But we're getting so much Barbatos stuff this year. We get the IFX. There it is, you know, next to the Master Grade Lupus, and that's a big boy. If my information's correct, it comes with this is going to be a pre-built metal inner frame for this kit, so huge plus. It means it's going to be extremely solid, hopefully. The mace is huge at 58 centimeters. You're going to need some display space for this guy. We got the colored version of the new ZZA Regus. And I'm super excited about this guy. I love this color scheme they chose. And the Warside decals are really cool. Huge backpack, big thrusters, big fuel tanks. Definitely keeping with the very, like toned down, like very UC styled kit like the Gus was. See, there you go. There's a little more of it. Has the same beam saber effect part and beam saber handles. A little bit closer up image. You got some rockets there on the shoulders, so that's awesome. And here's next to the Gus, and you can see that it uses a lot of the same parts. So the legs and waist are the same, the chest is the same. The arms might be a little bit different, but pretty similar. It has different head, shoulders, and backpack. And for a lot of people, might have a problem with this. But for me, it honestly just kind of makes sense for the vibe they're going for. I mean, yes, it does save on production cost, but it really gives you that vibe of, similar to how the Gym was a grunt version of the Gundam and shared a lot of similarities. So in this little make-believe universe that these kids have, not really lore for, but you can make it up in your head, it makes sense to me. Yeah. And I really want to get to the Gus. Trust me, I have it. It's just I have some review samples that takes priority when they come in, so it's not through lack of trying that I haven't reviewed it yet. It's just I'm a busy man. We got this Wildfire model 1/144 scale ReHaize. It's your it's Advanced Zeta inspired heavily with one mother of a V-fin, that's for sure. big gun, thrusters everywhere. Yeah. I wish it was 1/100, but hey, for you 1/144 scale enjoyers, this might be for you. Very wound-wardy legs. Yeah, I mean, looks real solid. The beam saber seems so small in comparison. All right, in the last video we talked about the Serpent guy from Cang Toys. It seems to have a female counterpart with the Imwa. I guess I pronounced it. And there's some CG renders of it, and man, don't you think they could have done without the, you know what I'm talking about? Like, come on, man. So I will say the effect parts I think are gonna look cool. You got the Serpent, legs there, more close up, and really let you see the kit's features. Like, all right, man. I mean, it looks cool. I'll definitely be getting it to have it displayed alongside its partner, There's a look at the inner frame. So I assume metal over here, then you put plastic on top of that, and then you put all the armor on. Yeah, see, there they are together. Right there. I mean, it's unique. I'll give it that. And it looks like we're going to get a base. The Serpent by its, of course, you can have the whole Serpent, a spear, bow, arrows, and little swords, hands, Hey. I wonder if the connections will be the same so you can kit bash her and the green one. Like, especially for the Serpent, that'd be kind of cool. Look at this thing. Look at it. It's got a little cat head. And this is just a little kit by Kotobukiya. Nothing complicated, but it looks so cute. Look at him. He's like, I'm gonna come over and hey, I can hold your stuff. Look at it. It's so funny. Look at. It's got different little faces you can put on it. I assume there's gonna be water slides, probably. Even got a little rubber down for the bottom of it, so it stays really on the ground. But look at it. It's cute as hell. Alright, we got another kit coming from our, heavily reviewed on this channel, MGZ Studio, aka Mingjing Legends, Sunday Hobby, the Tengu, Red Ogre, the Lynx, I think I reviewed almost every kit they've made at this point. Well, no, I haven't reviewed the one with the hat and the forearms yet. I'll get to it, I promise. Yeah, this guy looks really cool. He's got a dragon there, a bunch of spell effect parts, the cool base. They always do something cool for the bases, man. Got a big sword. Seems to have different head options there. You can see how big the base is going to be right there. Well, at least, no, what is that? I don't know what that's referring to. Huh. Because I'm sure that base is not 2.5 centimeters. Very ornate backpack there. I kind of dig it. And you got the dragon. We got a lot of dragons. A lot of dragon kits recently. So I guarantee this guy's going to be big and take up a bunch of room. Better look there at the dragon. You get this cool scroll effect part. That's pretty neat. And then we are going to go into there's a bootleg coming of the metal build GN Arms, but it's going to be a plastic Modelkit version, of course. And I think this is 1/100, judging by the fact this looks like the metal build XEN there. And this thing, if this is 1/100, it's going to be huge. Like, I need to get a 1/100 XEN. Is this coming out? I have to do that. Oh yeah, right here, MGXEA, right here. Yeah, that's the Master Grade XEN there. So this is 1/100. So this thing is going to be really big. we're getting a sword option set for the Barbatos Lupus. There's the P Bandai one. You know, pay like $30, get some effect parts and a sword that probably could have just came with the kit, but you know, #1 professional Bandai hater here. Well, P Bandai. I'm okay with Bandai. Yeah, I can separate to like the little mace there, and it appears to be 3D printed, I think, or resin printed because it gets little metal rods that go into it. But yeah, pretty cool. All right. So, Moxion is doing a Arkham Knight kit, which is just, you know, spoiler alert if you haven't played the Arkham Knight Batman game. It's Red Hood, it's Jason Todd. And if I'm correct about this, they only have the license to run like one run of this kit, so it's going to be here and it's going to be gone. So be sure to go down there in the description and get your pre-order in if this interests you. So as usual with Moxion kit, you know, the thing's going to be posable as crap and come with a ton of different accessories. You see there's his guns, LED in the head, and you're also going to get parts to make it into the Batman-ish version whenever he goes, oh, damn, Bruce. Alright, we cool. Yeah, which I prefer this variant. I like the very Batman-ish head for it. And before that, there's also, I'm going to post a link down in the description. They're also doing a little leather jacket accessory part for it because he rocks the, and you know, when I think of Red Hood, I think of the brown leather jacket. So they're making that and a black one for, you know, the Batman version. We're getting this IDW designed Megatron model kit. If you don't know, I'm a pretty big Transformers nerd. You know, I just really haven't got a chance to start collecting them or anything like that, but this interests me. The IDW comics are great. I really love the designs. See, I mean, it looks really detailed. They probably shouldn't have done this dark of a kit on like a pitch black background, but hey. He just straight up has like a Barrett 50 cal rifle there. Like, okay. But I mean, yeah, it looks really good. It looks like there's the backpack, the swords that turn into spears, different hands. You get a gun case for the sniper rifle, and then the Energon mace. So I might pick this up. We're getting an MGSD style Bale / Lupus Rex kit. Guys, just give me a 1/100 Bale, please. My life is yours, please. But yeah, just let's see. There you go. Yeah, you can either choose to do Bale or Barbatos. So if you like these little chibi kits, I mean, hey, you're gonna have an option for that at least. But then another company is giving us a MGSD style Barbatos Lupus Rex with a garage kit detail. And like, something about this looks off to me, right? I mean, it looks fine. But it's kind of giving teenage Barbatos Lupus Rex, right? Like, the proportions look a little too thin to me, MGSD kit. I think. I haven't built any of them yet, so for all I know, they're like, no, this is great. But to me, it looks a little too thin, and it just looks like prepubescent Lupus Rex. At least it comes with the IFX tail, swords, and the big mace. We're getting a bootleg of the cross-contrast colors of the Providence Gundam. Listen, I normally don't advocate for straight-up bootlegs unless it's hard to get Bandai in your country, but these cross-contrast colors are really expensive on the aftermarket. And so at least having an option to get some of them would be nice. Also has hot rod flames. Like, okay. I might be interested in this if the quality's good. We're a bootleg of the Psycho Zaku in the clear colors. I've never been a really big fan of clear kits, but I know a lot of people are, so this will be something for them to enjoy. And then we're getting a bootleg of the Wing EW, Verka. I mean, great kit. I have the Bandai one, and once again, this doesn't interest me at all. But I know I have a lot of people who don't live where I live, and they can be hard to get, Bandai kits where they are. So bootleg's kind of their only option. Ooh, and that was all for the Modelkit news and announcements that I had for this week. If there's anything that I missed or something that you found and want me to know about, leave a comment down below and I'll check it out and possibly add it to the next news video. But real quick, let's go over some stuff I got in the mail this week. Of course, we got our review sample of the MMP XH14. This guy is based off one of the 4 heavenly deities of, Journey to the West, Chinese mythology stuff. It's awesome. It's beautiful, and apparently he stands up around like 21 inches tall, so that I'm excited to build this guy. Here is a bootleg of the Master Grade Extreme Unicorn Gundam. This is the one that I believe has had the updated armor, so it shouldn't have as much bleed through. It comes with the LEDs and the clear cycle frame, so expect to see this sometime, because I'm a big unicorn nerd. And we finally got the Dragon Call kit here, the deluxe edition. So it's fully painted, and guys, this looks awesome. The white has like a titanium coating on it, and it looks so good. I'm super excited to get this one whenever I can. And what do you have to look forward to in the future over here on Dell's Gunpla, etc.? We have finished the MMP XX12 Gan Jiang, and boy, does he come with a lot. The backpack can do so much. It's going to be like 20 minutes just talking about the backpack and the different modes you can do. I will say I liked what they did with the base here. The base is really similar to the Huan C's base, but it's got these red accents on it, and I think it looks very nice. And then we'll be building this guy. So a little motonuclear marathon here on the channel, which I hope you guys like it. I know a lot of people are kind of iffy on motonuclear's designs, but I, for one, really enjoy them. Always be sure to check down below for a Discord link. And I'll be sure to get some links to some of the kits I talked about if they have a pre-order link up and ready, because some of these kits are just announced with no official postings yet. And as always, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you sticking with me through, last year. And we're going on our 2nd year this year of doing this, so very excited. I'm going to try and do some things. I'll make an announcement video over here later. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. And always remember, take care of yourself, drink water, stay hydrated, fix your posture. Yeah, love you guys. Bye.